to talk about the capacity factor for renewable energies. What is the capacity factor for renewable energy? Of the load factor or capacity factor. The capacity factor is a ratio between the energy actually produced and the energy that could have been produced by an installation if it had been operating during the period under consideration at its maximum capacity. This indicator can be used to characterize the producibility of wind and solar power, for example. According to NREL, the National Renewable Energy Laboratory, capacity generally refers to the maximum output of a power plant. Capacity is usually measured in kilowatts, megawatts, or gigawatts. NREL also states that capacity can also be referred as nameplate capacity or peak capacity. It can also be distinguished from the net capacity of the installation after taking into account the parasitic loads of the installation, which are subtracted from the gross capacity. Factor changes according to the months of the year. Example here for wind in France. During the year, depending on the weather conditions, the load factor is not the same. For example, here for wind power in France. Some months, the wind blows more, so the installed wind turbines produce more electricity. For wind, monthly capacity factors 2022 in Germany. The capacity factor is calculated from the monthly electricity generation divided by the installed capacity at that time and related to the number of hours of the corresponding months. Capacity factor thus enables a rough classification of the weather conditions of the corresponding months in the time series. For wind, monthly capacity factors 2022 in Germany. Factor or capacity factors varies according to the territories, here according to the region in France. You can see the wind capacity or load factor in 2021 according to the various regions in France. The load factor or capacity factor varies according to the technology. Here we can see the difference between solar load factor and wind load factor for the same period in the same regions in France. Daily view of onshore and offshore wind capacity factor in Europe is available on this website of Wind Europe. Here, the capacity factor is the average power generated by wind divided by its peak capacity, as we have. I hope you found this presentation interesting. Here are some sources if you want to learn more. Feel free to ask questions or make comments in the comment section. Thank you very much for your attention and see you soon.